Let's play Plead the Fifth with Orlando and the Freak Show on Wild 94.1. Hooked up by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, who's taking the stand?
All right, it's my turn to, I guess, give up the business. I already know Meredith's question because she's already trying to talk to me about it earlier today. So
Sure did. You let out some tea earlier, and I
did
would like
not
to
have
investigate.
any tea. I was just like, yo, whatever. I mean, anyway. All right, so I get 3 questions from the room. I get 3 questions from the audience. I get to not answer one of them, probably the worst one, at least I hope. And I get to boomerang one back that I answered. So, Buck, you are first.
Oh, yeah. All right, Orlando. Skinny Orlando is what people have been calling you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Who haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
So a couple months ago, you told us this funny story about when you were really overweight. Something really funny that you used to do is eat while you drive. And you had this you could balance food on your stomach while driving with your knee or something.
Yeah. That's how I ate chili.
Oh, Lord.
So in your worst time, in your worst day, give me an example of all the foods that you could eat in a car while balancing it on your stomach and driving around.
Oh, I was nice with it. I mean, like I would eat Pollo Tropical's Tropichop.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
I was
bowls
sitting
are
on
so
I was
good.
sitting on my stomach.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really good at driving with my thigh too. Because my thighs would hold I was good at it. So I would sit there and eat that. Or chili was like the big thing from Wendy's too. Like I would just go in on that because if I was cold, I would get something hot like that, or some soup from Panera.
Soup while you drive?
While I drive, wouldn't
sound-
drop a drip, dog.
What?
I was like, I had a whole platter here. I'm like,
Wow.
that belly was pronounced.
Tell me about desserts.
He's going to the Frosty next, boy.
I mean, it was a couple times I had a couple things, So I was able to. I had a shelf. Yeah, I was able to work.
It's like
with
the pregnant belly.
I was
Yeah.
able to do my business. That's what it is. Shut up. Don't judge me.
Are you ready for mine?
I-
Because
I
you already
guess-
know where we're going here.
I mean, and I have Davi's here too that he left one as well.
Okay, so earlier this morning for our confession at 7, we were talking about people that have cut off family members,
Yeah.
and I didn't even realize this, and I feel like a lot of our audience didn't either, that you don't speak to your brother anymore.
No.
So my question is, why don't you speak to your brother? Tell us what happened and why you completely cut off the relationship.
I mean, it wasn't like one thing. It was just a culmination of things, and all my siblings are older than me, and I don't know. I've never really gotten into all of it, but my sisters, and me all share my mom.
Mm-hmm.
They have a different dad than my dad. But they're my sisters. They've always been my sisters. I've always looked at them we are ain't no stepsister in my family. You know what I'm saying? And my brother and I share my dad.
Okay.
And he's always been my brother. But my brother has never low key, my brother has been jealous of the fact that I grew up with my mom and my dad. My dad left his mom.
Okay.
And came to a marriage with my mom.
Right.
And even though when I was young, he was happy being my big brother because he was the boss, he was and he would come visit and blah, 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 and whatever. But when I got older, when I turned 18, he didn't come to my graduation. When I went to college, he never reached out to my brother. And then I started to realize my brother never really rocked with me. He never supported me. When I was in school, freshman, when I was starting a career, nothing. I just never heard from my brother. He almost cut me off. So when my dad was sick and I went home, I realized my brother was talking to me and he's like, "Oh man, I want to make you this," and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, where is this coming from? And it's when you're there, everything is cool. And then as soon as I left, it was we didn't need to speak anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And when my dad finally passed away, and at the funeral, we were both supposed to go up together because I wasn't able to function. And I was like, as representing our father, we should both go up there and somehow make our way through this. And when I started walking to the pulpit to do the eulogy with my brother behind me, I turned around and he stayed over there on the side and just left me. And I had to go up there and do it by myself. And I was so pissed. I was up there like crying and couldn't put my words together and looking at him like, you sorry. Like, this was the time for both of us to stand up for our pops.
Right.
And you left me hanging. And so right there, I was kind of like, you've always, just in my mind, I was just like, yo, I don't have to have an explosion. I just really got to like cut you off.
Yeah.
Because it's not good. And so I did. And then my mom called me and said he came down with cancer. And she's like, he's choosing not to treat it.
How long ago was that?
That was probably 3 years ago.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay. So I called him and he like just like got off the phone, just like he didn't want to talk. He's like, I'm busy, man. I ain't got time for this, whatever. And I was just like, hey, man, I'm my bad. And I just hung up and I was like, all right, I pretty much know who I'm dealing with. And so I just said, I'm kind of not going to do that no more.
Well, you tried your best, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
So we don't really like, we don't get down like that no more.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's like the whole story in a nutshell. It's not sexy. There was nothing like big that exploded or whatever. It was just
Over time.
you kind of just realize that somebody really isn't like, you know, I can't think of a time where my brother was really there for me. My sisters, I can name 100.
Yeah, supportive.
You know, all kinds. But yeah, my brothers, no.
Wow.
So,
wow.
you know,
Crazy.
and as I grew up, I was just like, all right, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Davi's question is loaded up here. Let's see.
All right, so my question to you is, during your reign of running Wild 94.1, what is one decision, one boss move you made which you wish you could take back? One do-over, one mulligan, something in your career that you know what? Now, in hindsight, I wish I would have gone right instead of going left.
I mean, I've said this before. There was a failure that we did when we tried to do a New Year's Eve show. And basically we were like, you know, we had done Last Damn Show, Wild Splash. We were like, yo, those are like 15, 20,000 people.
We got this.
We got this. I was like, yo, we just need to do like 500 couples, you know, at this like dope thing. And we're going I was like, we need to make it something classy. And so it was like, you know, like everybody dress up,
Sexy.
blah, blah. And I swear we sold like 20 tickets.
Ah, damn.
It was empty.
Oh,
it was so empty in there. And it was like, yo, like what's going on? But I mean, it wasn't 20 tickets, but it was not what we thought it was going to be. And I always said that I would learn not to like take things for granted.
Yeah.
Like not to just think, okay, we got this because we are here.
That's
You
also
know.
a big night to compete with because everybody's doing everything.
And that's what you had to do. You had to compete with everything
Yes.
else. And we were like, yo, if we could put 15 in here, we
Yeah.
could put 20 there.
Right.
We could put 500 in this room easy. And oh my God, it was horrible. It was so horrible. Like we were like, we ain't never doing that again. So yeah. All right.
We have a call online too if you want to go to that.
Okay. Hello.
Oh,
What's good?
bro.
What up, man? You got a question for me?
Yes, sir. If you had to pick anybody at Beasley that you could lay it down with, now that you're a single man, who would it be? And you have to name somebody. It could be the owner, but who would it be?
Oh,
my
man, the
God,
owner.
the owner. Like you
Lord.
trying to get me fired?
For real.
No,
She can be
what's
cute.
the name of his Plead or what?
Yo, you trying to get me to Plead? All right, well, listen. I mean, all right. Now this is weird because I don't want to get in trouble because I'm a boss, so I have to do this. I have to do this carefully.
Stealth.
Now, all right, because there is. I mean, okay.
Oh, there is somebody. Ooh.
No, it's not. There's not a person, but
Okay.
I mean, what? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So there's a person, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Can we say a department that said person works in?
Hey, oh.
What?
Hey, I'm trying to get it.
Plead the fifth, baby.
All right, listen. All right, so
And look, without messing up your money, but if it's something that's gonna really mess your money up, I think we can kind of like, you know.
I don't want to. I mean, I'm not gonna mess up the money. I would just say this. Because the person like usually like if I say Meredith, y'all know Meredith freaky. Like this person is like the
Everybody was
straight
always
laced
saying
person.
that, but we talking about like, you know, you got them back doors in your mind. Like somebody walk by you and they smell it good, you be like, girl, you just don't know.
I mean, okay. All right. See, real talk. All right, we got a few stations in town,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is our Spanish sister station. Okay. and Maxima 92.5. All right. And all right, the morning show is Nandi and Christy.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy fine.
Oh.
Like, she fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, her man is like, I want to say like the FBI or
Yeah.
something like that. He's like a ninja or something like that. Like, I don't want him to kill me.
So you can't really talk about it.
So I'm not, and I'm trying to
Right.
be really respectful because she ain't
Yeah.
really out there like that. Like, you know, like, you don't want to be talking. I don't want her to look at me like in the hallway and be like, and walk away.
Well, she's going to be here for a little while longer. They
Very,
signed into
they
the
just
contract.
Signed, they just signed a new 5-year deal. That's
Yeah.
longer than my deal, dog.
Right.
That might get fired.
It's shot up in the air now. Even though you ain't shooting it at her, it's up in the air.
It's in the air. Like, I mean, trust me, she work out a lot. She be walking by in them little
She
workout
does, yeah.
outfits.
Oh.
She
Killing
has a
her.
nice body.
Killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo,
She's very
I'm
pretty.
like, but I don't say nothing.
You walk by, you be like, yes, sir.
Yeah. She get a yes, sir. She get a yes, sir. She
So
definitely
it's
get a yes, sir.
Christy. Let's
Yeah,
just
she
put
get a yes,
that out
sir.
there.
Yeah. If in a different world, I'd tackle her like football. I would.
Buckle,
I
we're
would.
putting this together. Can we use her photo up on the video
Whatever.
Because she works here, so I know she'll allow us to.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
No, don't add photos to it. No, okay. All right, anyway.
I have a question for you.
What else?
Okay, and this did come in on the text line. Orlando, we all want to know what you had under your kilt. Did you wear anything?
Now you gotta tell us.
Have to tell us now. What did you wear? Because you wore a kilt in here the other day. We were like, what?
I was told
Uh-huh.
that if I was doing it as a true tribute to Sean Connery,
Mhm.
then I had to do it like a Scot. And Scots don't wear anything under their
No
kilts.
way.
So I was bangling and dangling.
Oh, my goodness.
I was, yeah.
Things
Wait,
were
all
just
right,
hanging
you-
around.
I
you
was
were like-
dangling and
you were on the
dangling.
floor, like taking pictures in Maxima, though.
Yeah, but I wasn't on the floor.
In Maxima, wait a minute. Who
I was,
on
yeah,
air?
he was
because
in
Martika
Maxima.
was like, take a picture, and I was like,
Okay.
draw me like your French girls, Jack. You know, but I mean, yeah, I ain't had nothing on under there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I was getting-
Grrr.
I was
Okay.
dangling.
All right.
Like,
All
that's
right.
why it was so refreshing. It was like eating a cool peppermint patty.
Oh my God.
Okay, Buck, you got one?
All right, I got the last question. That
Oh, I
came
still
in.
got a pause. All right, go. What we got?
Question for Orlando. With all the access you have to celebrities, have you ever had to hide your phone from your kids or your ex so they wouldn't call certain people?
No. I mean, my phone is bio whatever, so I mean, it's like you can't just get in. But I do. There was somebody hacked my phone because I remember that Warwick Dunn got a phone call. And he was like, did somebody get a hold of your phone or something? And I was like, yeah, because they started calling. They called like a few people out of my phone registry, and that's how we knew that my phone had gotten hacked.
Wow.
And it was like
Yeah.
Wyclef got a phone call, Warwick Dunn got a phone call. I
Damn.
guess they was in the W's.
Wait. You have Wyclef's phone number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
Wyclef's phone number
For a
Let me
long
get
time.
that after the show.
Yeah.
So if your phone gets hacked again, it's Buck, by the
Yeah,
way.
he still can't make Lauren show up on time.
Oh, all right, never mind.
Oh,
but
God.
whatever. All right, so in any department,
Oh, man.
as far as Beasley,
Uh-huh.
who, when you walk by it,
Yeah.
you say yes, sir,
Okay.
just like he asked. Who could get it in the imaginary world
I got it.
of you being single?
WQYK, JR could get it.
Oh,
JR from the morning show?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is just, you asked me randomly, so there you go.
So now on this is where you gonna put the picture up of JR to
Yes.
show him.
Okay.
So,
Because he works in the
Cause,
building.
yeah, because
Yeah,
he
he
works
does.
in the building.
Okay,
and apparently
yeah.
you can throw a picture up on
JR's
mine.
cute. He's a handsome guy. Yeah, he has his own morning show with Lana. I mean, yeah, yes, that's my answer. That was a quick one, too. I knew right
Damn,
away.
you said that fast.
A little
I'm like,
too
yeah, you've been
Yeah.
plotting on it. Okay, all right.
Ooh, Buck, you
Buck.
can't plead the fifth, my friend. You gotta
Buck.
pick somebody you want to have sex with.
Yeah, somebody.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
basically, that's what the question
Yeah,
is.
that is the question.
Yes, sir. I would have sex with that person.
Is it hot in here?
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
It is hot in her.
Mr.
And I'm
Married
sure
Man.
your wife is. Let me turn up your microphone up a little bit. All right, okay. We don't want
Okay.
to. We don't want to laugh. Everybody, be quiet. Buck's about to challenge his livelihood.
Can I stay at your house tonight, by the
Nah,
way?
you can't stay at my house.
All right, let me answer this hypothetical.
Ain't no hypothetical.
question.
Ain't no hypothetical. We want the name of the person who jiggles your giblets
Yeah.
when you walk by him.
There is one person in this building that I can answer this question to.
Oh.
And she has been on this morning show before. Not you, Meredith.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to go with Raka.
Wow.
I'm gonna say my girl Raka.
Really? You are gonna get her killed. Your wife is Latina.
Yeah.
And you picked another Latina.
All the smoke.
Well, if Buck doesn't show up to work tomorrow, we know what
Oh,
happened.
you gonna die. You gonna die.
Somebody text me right now if I can stay at your house tonight.
Yeah, you need help, dog. Your wife's gonna kill you.
Oh
All right,
my
wait.
gosh.
So that's a wrap right there.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Plead the Fifth is over. We got more coming up for you. Don't move.